has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
If sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction. If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. I know and love trans people, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives. It isn't hate to speak the truth.
Dobby can deep throat a Nimbus 2000.
I feel like I've been shot. I feel like I've been betrayed. How can she say this? How could she say this?
JK Rowling is the current leading author of Harry Potter fan fiction. Character in the Harry Potter universe exists. JK Rowling, you gay.
JK Rowling, if you don't stop this trans hate speech, this cat will be executed. I will take her to the gallows. I will string her up, and I will... God, I'll drown this bitch, okay? Well, JK, I guess you have a point there. Let's discuss Hogwarts Legacy and this crazy Hogwarts Legacy boycott and this witch hunt, pun intended, for JK Rowling. And it's gotten out of hand, boys. It's gotten so crazy. You know, I was just on the shitter a couple of days, you know, scrolling through the news as you do. And I keep getting suggested this kind of, you know, BS from, you know, all of these gaming outlets saying how anyone who buys Hogwarts Legacy is a transphobe and is a disgusting cis white male and deserves to be sent to the goddamn chambers below, if you know what I'm saying. And I was ignoring it. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but it just kept coming and coming. And then I saw even more crazy stuff, which I'm going to get into. And this witch hunt for JK Rowling, this hatred for JK Rowling and Harry Potter now. And because the only new thing in the Harry Potter series that's coming out is Hogwarts Legacy, a new video game. Everyone is saying Hogwarts Legacy is bad because of this drama, and it's gotten so out of hand. So yes, I am a massive Harry Potter fan. I do love the franchise just because I grew up on it. It was a comfortable and just warming thing for me, you know, growing up listening to the stories. I don't know, it just meant a lot to me. I've actually made a separate video about it, kind of the deeper philosophical side of why Harry Potter is so, you know, well known and beloved by so many people, because it's a story that touches on very many ancient themes, and I think it just hits, you know, the perfect note of, you know, a hero's story and what it is to be brave and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Harry Potter is good. I like it. Before it turned into complete woke trash, before JK Rowling started taking some massive dumps on it and, you know, just doing these crazy hot takes, before she started to change things around and make Harry Potter have a interesting and heated romance and interspecies relationship with Dobby the house elf. After a long, hard day's worth of Quidditch practice, Dobby would, you know, meet up with Harry Potter and polish off his Nimbus 2000, if you know what I'm saying, before Dumbledore started to have an interest in Snape's big, round, and juicy cheeks. You know, before any of that stuff, Harry Potter was a good time. So I just want to talk about this Hogwarts Legacy boycott and this crazy JK Rowling witch hunt, because I just think it's absolutely mad. Trans artist rebinds Harry Potter series to erase JK Rowling's name. Wow, look at this beautiful person. I've got to be careful, I can't misgender them. They are a person. I'm pretty sure they are a human being, so I'm just going to say that. But wow, look at this stunning and brave person going hard, going strong, and fighting for what this humanoid believes in. Now, I wish I could just say this was just one random person doing this, but now actual publishers of the book are taking notice, and some, special editions of Harry Potter being resold are now having new covers installed, and they are actually removing JK Rowling's name from the creation that she made, from the book that she wrote. Now, if that doesn't sound like George Orwell's 1984, where books are burned on the street, and, it's just insane, okay? We have to stop this madness, okay? You are allowed to have your own beliefs and opinions, but it's gotten so crazy now. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely just sad. Just truly sad. Having to tear down someone's name just because you disagree with their opinion. Having to strip away their hard work, their creation, something that has meant so much to so many people, just because you're offended. This is the most soy boy behavior I have ever seen in my life. The most sad thing ever. This is getting support. The mainstream media loves it, and everyone is promoting this, and the boycott for Hogwarts Legacy is going absolutely insane simply because she made a few tweets, and basically all that she's saying in her tweets is she follows what science tells us in school. And, well, I don't know what they teach you in school anymore, because Jesus Christ, it must be some pretty dark stuff. Now, I respect trans people, okay? I don't have anything against them whatsoever, but I do also have my personal beliefs around what science is, what the science tells us. I do personally believe that males exist, funny enough, and that women exist. Simply discussing basic biology and science is now considered a crime. The crazy thing about this all is she wasn't being transphobic. She wasn't saying anything offensive to the trans or the LGBTQ community whatsoever. She was simply stating her own beliefs. She wasn't saying that she doesn't like LGBTQ people. She wasn't saying that trans people aren't real people or that their identity doesn't matter. She was just simply saying that she believes that males and women exist. I mean, how far have we fallen as a society when you can't have conversations anymore? Discourse, dialogue, debate, that is a telltale sign that the current culture is divided and collapsing, and it's been going that way for many years now. And I think the big thing that is highlighting it is social media, is the old legacy established media, because like I've said in previous videos, wokeness is a new type of religion. Not only is it a new type of religion, but it is a new type of currency for corporations and legacy media, because they know they will get more support by advertisers and stuff like that. Imagine wokeness as a new kind of advertiser CPM, because that's pretty much what it's become. And it's also, a dangerous ideologue that basically is dividing people. The people who constantly go on about Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ rights, and, races and all that kind of stuff, if they truly want equality, then they wouldn't draw attention to it 24/7. They wouldn't be constantly talking about identity politics, because most people, most rational people, they don't care, okay? They aren't racist. They don't have a problem with LGBTQ community. That's where I fall into. I don't care about any of that crap. You can identify as a goddamn water hydrant if you want. I couldn't give a shit, okay? You are a human being, and we are all the same. It doesn't matter about your gender. It doesn't matter about your race. It doesn't matter about what you identify as personally. We are all entitled to our own philosophical beliefs and religious outlooks on life. And race doesn't matter whatsoever, but these people constantly calling attention to it, they want people to be divided because they don't actually care about diversity. What they care about is group thinking, and I personally believe society needs to head towards an objectivist type philosophy in which society respects individual humanity and rights, and free thinking is promoted and discussed, because that's how you grow as a society, as a culture. But this radical new belief that's taking over social media and the internet, that you can't discuss something because it might upset someone else, is just insane, and I'm just so tired of it. It needs to stop. This is getting out of hand, and it's just so crazy, and it's a them versus us mentality that is just as toxic. We need to break down these barriers. We need to start just understanding that we can all have our own personal beliefs, and we should be able to have freedom of expression and speech where we can choose what we can say with our own words. It's just human decency to actually be respectful if you meet a trans person, to call them by their pronouns, but you shouldn't be forced, you shouldn't be compelled to do so. And it's just such a mad world that just discussing science now is somehow deemed a crime, and a video game that's being made that looks absolutely amazing, if you ask me. I'm not going to hype it up because we've been burnt so many times by the mainstream gaming companies and developers, but it does look good. I am excited for it. But to tear down this creation where so many people have worked on it that aren't even directly linked with JK Rowling, you know, they're just using her lore, her universe to create this game, and for people to be so caught up in this group thinking that they want to tear down this creation just because it has something to do with a tweet that trans people are just people, and that JK Rowling simply wrote a tweet. That is insanity. That's when you know you are absolutely insane. If this affects your reality so much that you want to destroy so many other people's work, and you hate anyone who just wants to enjoy a video game simply because they like Harry Potter, but because by supporting Hogwarts Legacy, you're somehow a racist, a transphobe, and all of this other bullshit, it's just, please, stop. We have to stop this divide, come together, start actually thinking rationally. These people truly need proper education, and that's the sick thing, is this warped philosophy is now being taught inside of schools, inside of universities, and we need to stop that if we ever want society to go back to rational dialogue. That's all I have to say. I'm sorry if I seemed a little bit angry in this video. I personally just find it enjoyable. I'm actually having a great time. Sorry if I got a little bit heated up towards the end. You know, I do find it funny, but when you truly think about it, it is actually quite disturbing just how, you know, detached so many people are within society now, that this stuff is so important to them, when we should be focused on much bigger issues to actually bridge the divide of people who are actually suffering, people who actually need support, and all of this stuff. It's just very sad, but it is also kind of funny at the same time. But anyway, that's the mad world. Please let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.